Hi there, Womble here, and this is one of my Womble waffles, not specifically Magtow, just me waffling into a microphone. I wanted to talk about Katie Price today. She's a quote-unquote celebrity in the UK from years ago she's 40 now. She started out as a page 3 model known as Jordan, and she made a pretty penny getting herself on television, having twin assets and wearing not very much clothing, because that takes a huge amount of talent. And then she did what they usually do. She managed to get herself some good contracts and use what she had and made a load of money and bagged herself a pop star husband in Peter Andre. Fair play to her. These things happen. Then she decided that she had a couple of kids with him. Again, fair enough, that's things happen, the beautiful people all mixed together. Then she decided she could do better, so she kicked him to the curb, announcing to the world that obviously, he wasn't good enough for her, or whatever the standard. I don't know the full ins and outs, I don't pretend to know the full ins and outs. Just type Katie Price into Google and enjoy. That's not what this video is about. Then she decided that she wanted to be footloose and fancy free, and she found herself a new bloke. From memory, it was a guy called Alex Reed, who she bibbled about with for a while and married him and did stuff, and then decided that no, he wasn't really good enough for her, so she kicked him to the curb. Then she looked around and found herself a new bloke called Kieran Hayler, I think. I have to admit it's all from memory, I don't work with notes. Who she had a couple of kids with him, and fair enough, and settled down, and then she decided he wasn't good enough for her. Maybe she wasn't doing everything that he needed. I believe he cheated, but I believe in these things you need two to tango and all that. I don't pretend that he was blameless, I don't pretend that she was blameless, but it didn't work out. At the time of recording this video, they are still married. He's moved out and he's found himself another little friend to play with, and that's all fine. She announced to the world, obviously, that he was the greatest piece of scum in the universe, and that she was free of him and couldn't stand him, and that was fine, and, her prerogative, okie dokie. And he kept a reasonably dignified silence about this, and then she found herself a new guy. I think she's had a few tries at someone else, and the general problem we have, well, I personally have with her, and I'm just a bloke with a microphone, my opinion matters not one jot, is she constantly says that all men are bastards. We're all evil. We're all useless. We all just want to use her for her money. Now, this is particularly hilarious because she has a reality TV show called My Crazy Life or something similar, and that involves basically a camera crew following her, doing her thing. Now, that is got to be the ultimate in making money off yourself, and she has made requirements of her various husbands. They've got to be part of this, they've got to be part of that, you need to be part of my life, you need to be in the video, da-da-da-da-da. The moment any of her exes have said, I want to be paid for this, she said, oh no, you're using me for my money. Well, I'm not saying they're not, I'm not saying they are, but yeah, it's what you're doing. Basically, the moment she needs to make money, she's empowered and strong in this whole female thing, that they do. But the moment the man goes, well, actually, I'd quite like to be paid for some of this, and suddenly, oh no, you're just using me for my money, she says. And she then goes off and says that I need a real man. She's blown her fortune. She's managed to lose it all. And I'm not saying that living the supermodel life doesn't cost a fortune. I'm sure it does. Having to look constantly perfect for the cameras, having to constantly have perfect hair and perfect nails and perfect face and wearing perfect clothes. I'm sure it does cost a fortune. I wouldn't know. I'm not a supermodel. Amazing but true. I'm a man with a microphone, as I've said before. But she'll say, I need someone who's really going to help me and be with me and do my thing and stuff. So when you find a guy who's prepared to literally take her in and grab her by the metaphorical scruff of the neck and say, let's sort this out, guess what she does? She tries to kick him to the curb because he's being too controlling. So she'll say on Monday, she'll go, I'm hopeless, I don't know what to do, I need help, my life's in ruins, my life's in tatters, please, someone help me. And then someone comes along and goes, okie dokie, Katie Miolskip, I will help you. Suddenly it's, I can't stand you, you're too controlling with my life. Well, you can't have it both ways. Either you are a free spirit who makes your own mistakes and says, yep, I screwed up, and then just lives with the consequences, which again, there's no shame in that at all. That's how most, specifically men, are in life. We go through life, we make mistakes, we have to live with them. It's called responsibility. Or you go, I tried, I failed, can somebody please help me? And then you literally hand yourself over and you say, okay, this is me, I can be fantastic, but I need some help. And let them help you. Obviously, you don't have to accept all the help that you're offered, but let them help you. But no, you either have to do exactly as she says, or you're a controlling psychopath, an arsehole. You cannot have it both ways. And I tell you, if I was a man in current year and Katie Price walked through the door and said, please help me, I would run in the other direction. Womble, out.